everybody. It is lunchtime on our last day here on Siesta Key. We're a little sad about that, but we are heading out in the morning for a couple of nights in Orlando. And on our last meal of the week here on Siesta Key, we're going to Captain Curt's Oyster Bar. Now, we tried this place last year for the very first time. We brought you a review then. We're back for round 2 today. We enjoyed it so much. So we're going to go in here to Captain Curt's. They are well known for their clam chowder. So that's what they're famous for. So we're going to go in there today. In fact, I tried it last year. That's the only clam chowder I've ever really liked. I really enjoyed it last year. So we're going to go back in there and get some more of that. It's really good. So go with us to Captain Curt's Oyster Bar here at 1200 Old Stickney Point Rd, Siesta Key, Florida. Here is Captain Curt's Crab and Oyster Bar. We're going to take you through the inside, and we are probably going to dine on the outside. We did that last year during a major lightning storm, and it was a little scary, but we enjoyed it. So here's what it looks like in the front.
They got this old boat shelter.
Huh?
So they have an old boat shelter.
Oh, yeah, okay. An old boat shelter right here. Let's move around to the side. Let me see if we can't get a better view of that.
I figured if it protects you on the water, it'll protect me from the sun here.
There you go. Now around here on the back side of the building, I really like this. I noticed it last year. They got some old pictures from Sarasota in this area way back when. So that one is from 1958. That one goes all the way back 106 years to 1918.
Wow.
Yeah. So here it is in 1965. And back in 1958, what's grown up a little since then, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
That is the Siesta Lodge. I don't even really know where that would be, probably right in this area. Siesta Key Beach, 1915.
Looks like it was.
Boy, do people sure dress different now.
Ain't that the truth? Look how, I guess that'd be the public beach area.
Yeah, 1967. That was 5 years before I started coming here. 2 years before I was born. So over here, somebody called them a big tarpon back in 1962.
Wow.
And there's a public beach pavilion back in 1965. And you know what? My dad used to have a van like that.
Wow.
White van. It's a white Ford van. Just
How do
like
you get out of those parking spaces?
That is a very good question.
I guess you're there for a while.
Yeah. That is the Hotel Heigelhurst. Okay. I know where Heigel Avenue is, probably named after the same person. There's the Old Stickney Point Bridge in 1930. They have a much more modern version now.
Oh, they had one of the swing bridges that swung around.
1960, a family having a grill on the beach. And there's the Siesta Fish Market, which we remember. We actually got some fish from there right before it shut down. Remember that?
I do.
On Midnight Pass Road. That's 1940. And
that one's Garden Lane.
Okay, so yeah, that might have been a different. Well, yeah. No, that would have been the address. It was off of Midnight Pass.
Oh, okay.
You had to turn, so that was it.
Oh, wow.
All right, so here is the outdoor seating area. That's where we're going to be sitting. So we're going to enter in right here through the front door. And this is what it looks like as you first come in.
Yeah, that's better.
Yes, it does.
Okay, two. Do you want inside or outside? Outside. We sit like where the picnic table was. Like in the back corner? Yeah. We already have it free.
Here are today's specials. Alright, so we're going to head out back right now. And I love the wall decorations they got in here. They got crabs everywhere. Alright, so they got those things right here keeping us cool, blowing that moisture down on us. We're right across from the Crescent Beach Market area. Just another block down at the stoplight is the Stickney Point Bridge, which is the south entrance back over to the mainland. Okay, I did something I never do, and that's I got my own cup of clam chowder. Now last year we split one, that was not enough. We debated on getting a bowl to split, but cups are 8 ounces, just by way of information. The bowl was 12 ounces. We each kind of wanted our own, so we each got us a cup of that clam chowder. So do you want to try yours and see if it's just as good as you remember it?
It's got a lot of the clams, got some potatoes, looks nice and creamy. Very hot, but very good.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna see if it's as good as I remember it. I love the amount of the meat that they put in that. That's just really, really full of clam meat there. I like that. I'm dripping it everywhere. So once again, I just want to point out the amount of meat that is in this clam chowder. That's a lot of clam right there, which is what I like. If I'm going to order crab, lobster, anything like that, I want the meat to actually be in there. I like that. Which I don't really eat clam chowder, so I don't have any others to compare it to say it's the best. I know some people think it is, some don't. And any opinion is equally as valid, but that's the only one I've ever had that I really like. Okay, so tell us what you got.
Okay, so I got the shrimp and scallop platter. So there's my shrimp and
You
scallop.
didn't get me a shrimp either.
Let me count. Let me grab my fork.
Looks like maybe 5 or 6. You ought to know better to got the shrimp after.
Well, I'm trying to remember. Last year I got the captain's platter.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, you did get the captain's platter.
And I'm trying to remember how many.
Good helping of cheese grits, I will say that.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shrimp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scallops. Yeah. So I changed the sides. I got the cheese grits and the slaw.
Okay. And I got the yellowtail snapper. Now, I've tried to order that at other places on at least 2 occasions. Maybe even here last year. I don't remember. I know it Walt's, and they've been out of it everywhere I've ever been. So today is the day. I actually was able to get the yellowtail. Looks like 2. That's butterfly, I believe.
Yeah, it did say it'd be butterfly.
Okay. The coleslaw and pretty good helping of cheese grits. I will have to say that that's good. Now, I hate to eat a yellowtail snapper. I've snorkeled with those guys in the Bahamas. They're pretty friendly. They come right up to you. They're a beautiful fish. I mean, they'll come up to you by the hundreds. We kind of become friends, and here I am chowing down on some today. I kind of feel bad about that. I've heard it's a really good eating fish, though, but they're a beautiful fish. A yellowtail is. Okay, so if you had a chance to try anything while I was changing the battery out.
Actually, I just tried my slaw.
How's the slaw?
Slaw's good. It's a good wet slaw. And like you said last night, may even have a little bit of some apple cider vinegar in it. It's good.
Yeah, I think it does. The slaw's pretty good. So,
cheese grits are good and creamy. Got a good cheese flavor.
Yeah, those are good cheese grits. Again, you know the standard I always compare them with, but those are good. And here is my first time eating yellowtail snapper. I'm sorry, buddy. We swam together at one time. Probably not the same one, but. Really, really good. That's a flaky fish. Very good. How are your scallops?
The scallops are really good. I had them prepared with garlic pepper. And then they also give you a cream dill sauce, which I just tried.
Oh, that's not tartar?
Oh, they taste more like dill.
I'm going to dip a piece of fish in it before I try that.
That tastes good. I'm going to try a piece.
But I also got the garlic pepper. They offer their seafood broiled or fried, but you can get Cajun or garlic pepper preparation on request. So I did request garlic pepper. Everything's good. How about for you?
So I just tried the shrimp. It's actually really good in that dill sauce.
Really good? Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we've just completed our lunch here at Captain Curt's Oyster Bar here in Siesta Key, Florida. Florida. This is our second visit. So, Shaughnessy, you're gonna, I guess if you want, start us off. And you got something different this year than last year. Actually, we both did.
Yeah, I did.
So,
but I did get the clam chowder. I got a cup last year. Didn't have to share this year. Got my own cup. You got your own cup. I think it's
there's two ways to look at that. I didn't have to share mine either this year.
That's true.
Yeah.
So thought it was very good. It has a good amount of clam meat in it. It's got some potatoes in it, very creamy. They give you a little packet of crackers to go with it. The only thing is when it's super hot in Florida and you're eating super hot soup, you're super hot. So anyway, but it was good. And then I ordered, it was shrimp and scallops. It was like a little combination platter. It came with 2 sides. I got 5 shrimp, 5 scallops. I decided to get the cheese grits and coleslaw. Both were very good. The cheese grits, they were like multiplying on my plate. They give you a very fair, good amount of those. Very good. I did get my shrimp and scallops prepared with garlic pepper. They give you a dill, I don't know if it's like a tartar sauce, but a dill dipping sauce. Thought it was excellent with the shrimp. I enjoyed my meal. I'm full and happy.
Would you do Captain Curt's again?
Yeah, I would.
We're in this area every year. So Lord willing, we'll be back here again next year about this time.
Yep.
So, you would come back.
I would.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I got something different as well this year. I want to mention, as I was going around before we actually ordered, I was taking pictures, and the lady that was asking me, or that works here, she asked me first, I said, are you getting some good pictures? I said, I'm trying to, yes. And I said, I think I am. And then she asked me again later, she says, why are we taking pictures? So I told her, I said, for YouTube. So she asked me, she said, well, I hope this will be a good review. I said, well, I hope it will be too. I said, if it's like our experience last year, then it will be. So the main thing is we are going to be honest and upfront. That's what most of you have indicated you appreciate that fact. So that's what we'll do. We always want to give a really good review, and as far as our experience, nothing wrong with it today. This was 2 good reviews in a row. I got the yellow-tailed snapper this time. I got the file fish last year. The yellow-tailed snapper, it's a little different texture than the file fish. This was maybe even more flaky. It was a very good tasting fish. I think I prefer the file fish though. I think next year, if we come back here next year, I would go back to the file fish. That was just out of this world, but the yellowtail is good. Do not misunderstand me. It's a good choice. I just really liked that file fish last year. Now, I'm going to come back to the fish in a minute. I'm going to say something. But let's go on to the cheese grits. She's right. The portion of cheese grits, that was 2 servings of cheese grits anywhere else. So that was a big portion. Like she said, it was like they kept multiplying. Mm-hmm. They were good. But plenty of cheese grits. Coleslaw was, I can't say it's my favorite coleslaw I've ever had. It wasn't bad. It's certainly not the worst I've ever had. I like a finer coleslaw. Now, I want to come back to the fish now, the yellowtail. And I'm going to say this. If you watch our channel and the VA Fun Seekers, then this is the second review you've seen of this place in a very short time, because they were just here approximately 2 weeks ago. They did a review. We're here where they were, and if you watched us for at least a year, you saw our review last year. So this is our second review here. So that's 3 reviews you may have seen of this place. Plus, I don't know if any other YouTubers that we're familiar with that have, but there may be more. I'm going to make a comparison here about the portion sizes. My fish, I was actually very impressed with my portion size. I have been all week long going to seafood places and getting served what are supposed to be 8-ounce pieces of fish, and I look at it, it's like, is that really 8 ounces? It's usually like 1 piece. Sometimes I wonder if it even is 8 ounces. Today, it didn't say what size this was, but this was probably double what I had the other night for as much money or more. Mm-hmm. So I want to say for my portion size on the yellowtail, it served butterfly, but it was some big pieces on both sides. I'm going to estimate my piece to be 10 to 12 ounces easy. If that's 8 ounces, then I've been getting 4 in other places. I'll just put it that way. If those other places are 8 ounces, this is 10 or 12 easily. In fact, usually in the other places, when I finish that 8 ounce piece, I'm looking under other stuff to see if there's any more. Today, I start to slow down a little bit. I was actually eating a lot slower as I got towards the end because, I mean, it was just a really good portion size. So I want to say that in fairness, but I was watching their review, and I watched Cindy's shrimp portion. Now, before she even said anything, I told Shaughnessy, I said, they did not give her much shrimp at all.
Yeah, it did not.
And I had counted 6 as I was watching the video. She said there was 7. And I kind of agree with what David said. They should at least give you 10. So I think here, the portion size maybe depends on what you get. But I think the fried shrimp basket portion size was very small. I think she had a legitimate gripe on that. Well, she didn't gripe, but she did point it out. I think she's right. But my portion size was better than I expected. So I think maybe, I don't know. It maybe depends on what you get.
Yeah.
How did you feel about yours on the shrimp and scallops? Because you got 5 each.
5 each. I mean, it looks small, but like I said, eating it is plain. Yeah, because I had the soup, the huge portion of grits, so I'm not hungry at all. I'm very well satisfied.
But I think had I have gotten that shrimp basket, that portion, I would have felt like I overpaid.
Yeah.
But today, what I got, I thought it was really good. Mm-hmm. We got the clam chowder. That's what this place is really known for. And I don't really like clam chowder, but I love it because it's full of meat. I did find some potatoes in the bottom, maybe 2 at most. It wasn't many. But I like the flavor of it, but I haven't tried it any other place to compare it to. So, except maybe like at home or out of the Campbell soup can or something. But I've just never been somebody, it's not something I'd order anywhere else, but I did order it here because I liked it. So, anyway, I didn't have to share my cup either.
No, you didn't.
So, I would give this an overall thumbs up experience. 2 years in a row, we've left happy 2 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So Captain Curt's right here at the corner of Old Stickney Point and Midnight Pass Road on Siesta Key. Come out and give it a try if you're in this area. So if you like this video, like and subscribe.
And find and follow us on Facebook.
And have a wonderful day.